Hello again, Laurie. Um, Tell me, please, how do you feeling and what do you do for a living?
Yes, so I'm feeling okay. I have to just trust the doctors that it takes time for the swelling on my right foot to go down. But I am hopeful and I'm positive. And I am an HR business partner for a very large communications company here in New Jersey.
Oh, cool. You told me that you had a surgery. You've done a surgery in hospital for special surgery. Why did you choose this organization?
So I had back surgery in 2011, and I had really, really great results. My husband also had neck and back surgery there and had really great results. So I thought, well, this is probably the number one orthopedic hospital in the country, if not the world. I'm going to continue my good streak, and I'm going to go again to what I think is really a class act hospital.
Yeah, I'm agree. They are very enthusiastic about
Yes,
what they are doing.
a lot of passion.
And what was your diagnosis?
So I had a couple things. I had some bone spurs. I had a bunion that was literally like shifting all my toes and weakening my ankle.
And after the surgery, did they tell you any restriction about weight bearing?
They did. They said that to get better with back surgery, you walk. And to get better with foot surgery, you have to immobilize yourself for the first 4 weeks. And then slowly but surely get back in the next 4 weeks, weight bearing, 0%, 15%, 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%, 100%, back and forth. So, yeah, they did tell me about weight bearing, and they told me that I needed to really be cautious about putting any weight on the foot prematurely.
Gotcha. And did they tell you any instructions how to go to that?
Some basic instructions, which I didn't really understand at first. The first thing I remembered him telling me was that you step on a scale and you kind of see how much it feels like 25%. And then you get an idea of what that's like when you're walking on crutches. I never really got the full effect of that because I didn't really understand what 25% is. I sure didn't understand what 50% is. And because I was so scared to put any pressure on my foot, I felt like the instructions were just not clear.
So you even didn't try to place your weight on the scale?
I didn't. To be honest, I was just really scared. And I thought, well, I'll just wing it. I'll just put a little bit pressure on and that'll be my 25%. I'll just gauge it, haphazardly.
Gotcha. And what would you going to do with that weight bearing restriction if you're not meeting us?
So I'm not really sure. I don't think I would have done it correctly, to be honest, because I really had no clue what 25% meant. I had no idea what 50% meant, even though people would tell me, well, it's about half your body weight. I didn't comprehend what that really meant. And again, because I was so scared and I had no gauge, I before I met you and your company, I'm not sure how I would have been so successful. I really mean that.
And what was your first impression when you heard about us?
I was like, this is ingenious. Finally, someone's going to have a structured method that has very clear-cut directions on what I'm supposed to do. Because I went through the surgery, it was not fun, and everything else was pretty laid out. But this part I thought was so important yet we didn't have a defined structure. And when I met you and your company, I thought, finally, I'm going to feel comfortable doing this and knowing that it's right.
Was it complex? Was it difficult to use our product?
No, it wasn't. And I'm not a technical person. So I did need a little help kind of setting up the internals with the system, setting up the weight bearing for the first week, 25%. Then, it's going to automatically go to 50%. And then I needed a little help with, how I would like the kind of computer or the phone to talk to me. Do I want to have it say, talk to me through, or just maybe just have it on silent and just have the light up. But I chose to have it talk to me and have the light up, so I would not screw it up.
Okay. And did you face issues with our product?
I really didn't. I might have had a little bit of issue with I think it's my end, my technology. It wasn't really in sync. I think 1 or 2 times at the way beginning, but it seemed like you and your technology colleagues fixed it. So I didn't really have too many problems. I thought it was very intuitive, and I really had no problems. I really depended on it because I'm like, how am I doing? Oh, I know how I'm doing because I could see the light and I can hear from my computer how I'm doing. So I did well.
Thank you so much for telling that. Would you recommend this product to your colleagues or friends if they have lower limb injury?
Absolutely. In fact, I not only would recommend it, I would go so far as to tell my doctor who I'm treating with at hospital for special surgery to really buy into something like this. I think it makes a lot of sense than going on a scale and kind of winging it when it's your foot and it's the structure of your body. I think it's just, even my husband said, it's an ingenious product. Really.
Thanks. Would you like to say something else before we stop? Because I don't have any more questions.
Yeah, I do want to say something. When I went to PT, everyone's like, wow, you have some fancy light up crutches, not knowing, they had no idea why my crutches were lighting up. And I said, no, these are not fancy crutches. These are crutches that actually tell me how much weight bearing I'm supposed to endure for my recovery. And they were like, you're kidding me. I never heard of that. That's so smart. That makes so much sense. I'm a big fan. I think that a lot of my recovery really has been so successful because for that month plus, I felt very, very organized and structured in my approach, because it was intuitive. It's like, I'm pushing too much weight on. I'm not pushing enough weight on. I got to adjust. And you and your team were so helpful if I had any kind of problems, etc. So it's kind of a win-win for me.
Thank you very much for kind feedback. I hope everything will be okay with you and your injury, and have a good weekends.
Thank you very much. And I'll be in touch with you as I continue to progress and get better.